posters, right?
Yes, I believe in open discussion.
All the 4 posters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't last long.
I'm still here. I'm still here and I'm still standing up for open discussion.
Why are you defending it? No Nazis! No Nazis!
Shame on you! You're for anyone
No platform for racism, no platform for homophobia. This is our borough, fuck off!
little fascist!
Yeah, fascist!
Shame on you! You little
Shame on you!
Shame on you!
This is our borough, not you!
You don't
represent my borough!
You're anti-Muslims!
Anti-Muslim!
Shame on you!
Come over here, love! Stand against him!
Yeah!
I believe in open discussion with you.
You don't platform for Nazis!
You don't
No
platform for white supremacists!
No platform
Shame
for
on
white.
you!
Shame on you!
Disgusting!
Look at me, white man! It's easy to say that! It's easy to say that as a white man!
I believe in open discussion.
You believe in a platform for hate, oppression, a platform for hate.
May I respond?
No, I'm not interested.
I believe in open
I don't
discussion.
care what you believe. I believe no Nazis.
I was going to say,
Open the doors then, if it's open discussion. Open the doors now.
Everyone just cover him! Just cover his shit!
We don't want you. Go away.
You better go! You better go! You better go!
Here.
We don't want you!
You're not welcome here.
I will
You
say
like
that.
people like you are not welcome here. Go away. Go away.
Excuse me,
Go
excuse me.
away. Go away.
Excuse
Go
me.
away.
Go away.
Go away!
Go away.
Go!
Stop! Off our street!
Nazi scum!
Off our street! Nazi scum! Off our street!
Scum! Shame scum!
Off our street! Nazi scum! Off our street!
Are you even from Harlem? Are you
Nazi scum! Off our streets!
Nazi scum!
Off our streets!
Are you even
I don't know whether to laugh or to be angry. I mean, I don't even know anymore. Watching this stuff just makes me, I don't know, scratch my head and wonder what hellhole the world is going into. The most powerful thing that the Nazis, communists, whichever authoritarian regime has ever been in rule, that killed people, that had atrocities against humanity, against people's freedom. The most powerful thing they ever did was make you believe that you're the bad person and that they are somehow the good people. I mean, this guy had a sign saying, "I defend the right for open discussion." Probably paraphrasing there. And these brainless, thoughtless, mindless drones of human beings, like that whatever that white rat lady was, with her little "fuck off Nazi scum" sign, was literally, so the political side, that you belong to. This is the problem with group identity, is that individuals who behave like Nazis, like all those individuals there were behaving like Nazis. They just seemed to have a sign that said "fuck off Nazi." So apparently, that gave them a different group identity. And as a result, just because their group identity was part of Black Lives Matter, they could behave like Nazis and create this sort of veneer to justify their behavior with a couple of signs that say "fuck off Nazis." So the guy who was standing there, with a perfectly valid message, and if we don't defend the right to openly discuss things, we literally have Nazism. So, this group of Black Lives Matter Nazis, which is effectively what these people are, when they pushed him out of, I don't have to repeat what happened in the video. Go watch it for yourself again, if you want to know what the danger of collectivism is, what the danger of group and identity politics are, and what happens when you remove personal agency and personal responsibility and you apply a moral or ethical high ground to a group. Because then that group is not wrong, and then the individuals within the group can do whatever they want. And then on the other hand, you have the de-evolution of the individuals within the group, either becoming dumber, more wicked. They justify, the wrong acts, all for the good of the collective, for the good of the movement. There's no more accountability at the individual level, and that is a sickness. This is why I call collectivism a cancer. Like this is the ramifications of collectivism. This is a group of deranged maniacs who are behaving like Nazis, who are saying that this guy's a Nazi and that he needs to fuck off and not stand there. That literally like that, Antifa BLM fucking monkey right at the end, trying to take the sign out of his hands. Man. When we don't define things, this is, I think Jordan Peterson says it in his, I think it's his 10th rule in his book, define things properly. And again, I'm paraphrasing that. Can't remember exactly how he quotes it, but when we don't define things properly, when we don't inquire into what something means, like they're throwing around words like fascist and Nazi. I mean, they don't even know what the word Nazi meant. So they're all promoting socialism and communism. They're left like the whole Black Lives Matter movement is a Marxist movement. Where do you think Nazism came from? It stands for the National Socialist German Workers' Party. It literally sounds like something that Bernie Sanders would have made up. Just swap German for American. That's what these people are fighting for. They are literally Nazis. But when you don't study history, when you don't think critically, when you don't inquire, when you don't define concepts, when you run around under a group identity and allow yourself to belong to a fucking mob instead of being a strong individual that thinks for yourself, for fuck's sake. That's what happens. I mean, I don't know what to add here. You can make up your own conclusions. But when you hear me ranting on about thinking for yourself, about thinking deeper, about being a strong individual, about, learning about ethics and morals and, all of that sort of stuff, about standing up for yourself. When you hear me ranting on about that, when you heard Jordan Peterson over the last 5-6 years talking about this stuff, publicly, I mean, he's been talking about it for the last 20 years, 30 years, but, more publicly on YouTube and things like that since it's become quite well known. That's been his message from the start, and these are the de-evolutional derangement syndromes that he was warning about, because when these identity politics, leftists and maniacs start to encroach, like they start to push into the entire spectrum of thought, they make any free liberal thought, they frame any free liberal thought as if it's fucking, fascism. They don't even know what fascism is. Fascism is spawned from the same place that socialism is. They're both collectivist mindsets. They're both collectivist philosophies, isms, concepts. Dog shit. It's the same thing. So anyway, I will always stand for the right to openly discuss ideas. This is something that must be defended at all costs. At all costs. Lest we live in a society that Hitler wanted, that North Korea currently has, or that the Chinese Communist Party is creating, or that, you know, most even Western governments are creating slowly by slowly. They're just probably doing it in a more intelligent manner to an extent, because less people realize, you know, they've done really well at enabling the mob to turn their own countries into these socialist fucking hellholes. So become a strong individual, become a better version of yourself, think deeper, think critically, defend the right to freely discuss ideas, because that's what we need.